What up guys, Super Metal 1983 here bringing you another CD review from Sunderland, and this time I've got an older album that I've been listening to a lot recently, and I thought, why not, I might as well get me thoughts and opinions out there for those who want to check out the band or whatnot. So yeah, here's what I'm going to be reviewing for you today. Yep, this is the second album from the band NILE, entitled Black Seeds of Vengeance. This is released in the year 2000 under Relapse Records. Now, for those of you out there who don't know who NILE are and are watching this video and want to actually get into NILE, I'll bring you a little bit up to speed. They are a technical death metal band who pretty much influence their sound around Egyptian themes and atmosphere. And myself, I am quite a big NILE fan. I have four other CDs. I've got a total of 5 CDs of them that you need to check out. So I've got their debut album called Amongst the Catacombs of Neferkar. Good album, really enjoyed it. I got their compilation called In the Beginning, which is basically their first 2 demos, Festivals of Atonement, and Ramsey's Bringer of War, 2 demos in one. Good stuff. I also own their second latest album, Those Whom the Gods Detest, which I absolutely love that album. And also I own their latest album, At the Gates of Setu, which I know a lot of people were disappointed about, but I will put my thoughts out there ASAP. I don't own their other 3 releases, In Their Darkened Shrines, Annihilation of the Wicked, and I also don't own Ittifalak, but those are on my want list and they're quite high, especially Ittifalak and Annihilation of the Wicked, because I've never checked out any songs from In Their Darkened Shrines yet, but I maybe will after this video, who knows. But yeah, so in relation to that, as you can see straight away, I'm wearing my NILE shirt for this review, and it's got a specific reason behind it, because I'll just let you know straight away. This is a 12-track album, and it was released in the year 2000, as I said before, and I picked this and the first album, Amongst the Catacombs of Neferkar, and if I just flip it around, Black Seeds of Vengeance. I picked these both up for a $5 each in CEX, which I was really happy with, because that was a very, very good day for me. But originally bought this shirt, you may or may not know, before I actually got the album, and actually even before I even listened to the album, because I was really after a NILE shirt and they didn't sell the Ittifalak one, so unfortunately fortunately I chose this one because it had the most design on it and it looked good, so yeah. And then I bought the album, and then a week or so went past and I thought, oh, I'll check out those old NILE albums. And this was the first one I picked up because I needed to check it out because the artwork and the shirt. And with long story short, this has turned into my favourite NILE album to date. It used to be Ittifalak, and before that it was Those Whom the Gods Detest. Now it has turned into this, and there's a load of reasons behind this. Ittifalak is still an absolute beast of an album. It's near perfect in my eyes. It's seriously a 9 out of 10. But having listened to that album so many times, even when I go back to it, I still think, yeah, I need to check out the other albums as well. And I'm glad I ended up picking up Black Seeds of Vengeance and the shirt, because this album is just incredible. It's 12 tracks of just sheer atmosphere and just brutality and sheer speed as well. It's not George Corliss on this. It's not George Corliss on this album. I think he appeared on Annihilation of the Wicked. I could be wrong on that, but I'll find out in the future. But I'll just quickly show you in the CD. Yep, there's the CD itself, and there's the back. Awesome with the Relapse Records logo at the bottom. Awesome stuff. You open it up and that's what it looks like inside. And I'll just quickly show you the artwork properly without the reflection. Absolutely awesome artwork. I think that's personally my second favourite NILE artwork behind Idrivalic, because Idrivalic's artwork's just stunning to me. Yeah, so you got that. And CD. Yeah, awesome. And there's the inside. Yep. And it's got the lineup on the top. You've got Carl Sanders on guitar and vocals, Sheaf Spires on bass and vocals, and Peter Hamora on drums and vocals, and Derek Roddy on additional drums on one of the songs. I think it was on the song The Dream of Europe. But also, you may have noticed I missed out a member, because Dallas Tollaway Wade, well, this was his first record with the band, and you can really hear the vast improvement with the band. The vocals seem to have got two different vibes going if you listen to Amongst the Catacombs and Nefercar, and you listen to Black Seeds of Vengeance. There's a vast improvement in the vocals. I'm not saying Carl Sanders is a shit vocalist. No, far from that. He's one of the best, one of the most deepest guttural lows I've ever heard in my life. And with Dallas adding to it, it's just amazing. And you can hear it on the rest of their discography as well. But from the first track all the way to the 12th track, you're just in for one hell of a ride. You've got some, like, to kick off with, you got the intro, obviously, which I'm not even going to pronounce this because I suck at it. But in the second track, when it kicks in with Black Seeds of Vengeance, you're pretty much knocked on your back. It's just like, holy shit. This is just incredible stuff. Really catchy riffs and an ambience and an atmosphere like within Black Seeds of Vengeance, the song. It's just unreal. And also other songs what I particularly like, the Black Flame, Masturbating the War God, which was it was one of those tracks where I'd heard it before, but I don't know where I heard it, but I was like, I recognise that, and that's just clicked straight into me. I was like, wow. Other songs such as To Dream of You, which is one of the lengthier songs. It's over 6 minutes, or 7 minutes if I'm not mistaken. Just that is a real picturesque song. It's not as like in your face, like fast, like it's just really like evil, but down tempoed and just incredible. Really, from the intro of it that lasts about half a song, is just unbelievable. Really, really atmospheric stuff, and very demonic sound to them. Like, and I don't mean demonic as in black metal style. I mean just a real ambience and atmosphere, sort of demonic, just creepy to hear. You know what I mean? It feels like you're actually watching the film The Mummy in some aspects. Drums are very old school sound, very not too over the top in the volume section of things, but very nicely volumed, very nice sound, and clean, very clean sounding kit. And there is a bit roughness on the double bass, but you can kind of expect that, especially in those days, and hear it. Just trying to keep it at that speed would just be ridiculous. But still flawless on a load of areas besides that. A really solid, meaty bass tone, really rumbly, and creates the depth of the heaviness of this album and brings the death metal out into it, and it's amazing. The guitar wise, you're looking at a very how can we describe it? Very clean but very bright tone. It's sort of really cooperating with the bass a bit, with the bass being very low but very loud, but the guitar being not too high pitched and paper thin, just right, just a perfect blend for those two sort of sounds. And as I said, vocals, super low gutturals, and just really, really awesome lyrics, and you can never go wrong with the lyrics of NILE, especially on Masturbating the War God. Sorry, I need to say it, of the War God. But I would really recommend this to any person if they came up to me and said, "What album would you recommend to get into NILE?" And they're into techie sort of stuff, and they're not into NILE, I would be quite surprised. But if they wanted to get into NILE, I would really recommend this album, because it's a great place to start. It just lets you know what you're in for, and then if they come back to us and said, "Yeah, I love that album," then I would probably step up the game to Ittifalic or Those Whom the Gods Attest. For overall score, it's definitely an improvement, and like I said, Ittifalic was my favourite album, but Ittifalic was a 9, so I'm going to give this album a solid 9 out of 10, because I keep on juggling between the two albums, but I'm still standing as Black Seeds of Vengeance I would prefer to listen to, but I still love both albums, and I would really recommend you check out this album. You can pick it up, like I said, I picked it up for a £5, but that was at a second-hand shop, but you can pick it up in any shop for like between £10 and £15, so it's really worth that much money. It's awesome, just a really, really enjoyable album to listen to. And for any death metal fan who hasn't got it in their collection and is a fan of NILE, be ashamed on yourselves. Anyways, I'll see you until the next video. I hope you enjoyed this review. This concludes my album review of NILE's Black Seeds of Vengeance, released in the year 2000 under Relapse Records, and I'm giving it a solid 9 out of 10. A solid, really good travel back to the past sort of album in the year 2000, but incredible album, really check it out. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. There's a load more CD reviews on the way. I just need to get my mindset on certain albums and then be able to do it exactly what I'm doing with this one. So I'll see you until the next video, and remember, stay metal!